penalty like that. And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle. It's James. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes a catch at the 10. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Lopez to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll toss it to the left. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
you know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's good. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
And they're able to get him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Tar Heels are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's James. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Motion from the back. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up the first down, still moving. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Golden Bears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Golden Bears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires downfield. He's got it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Now, fourth down.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the single back. Hard running there. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Running it to the right. Can't get it to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying to beat him to the left. He breaks the tackle. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
QB draw. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It leads to second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 20-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Brown will throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Hunt is in the air. And the returner will be brought down. Of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll move the wide receiver. The pitch to the left. Got a little space. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lopez wants to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, trying to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle, or they're used to it too, but those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Let's go. Lopez to pass. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll try to pound their way in. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Slams it ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. just enough time for one final play in this half. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense with jumbo personnel.
Ringo! Come on, set!
Brown wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offense...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. There to stop him after a pickup of run to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Run out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but what a return to set up this offense. Cal gets it back the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Brown will throw it. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Get set, get set.
They're going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The option look. Quick toss. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's good. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
After the run, now to throw. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Taking it the other way. Inside the and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
How about a game-changing play for this defense. Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Lopez wants to fire. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
And the Tar Heels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Kick is in the air. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll leave it with him. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Tar Heels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with this target.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Snagged in the middle. It's James. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On the option. Now the toss. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Golden Bears are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. All tied up here in the 4th quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get into 3rd and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Brown will throw it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Looking for space. It's good. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Lopez to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, UNC! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Starts to scramble to the left. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.